Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back to our beta save. As you know, it's kind of, this save isn't really about, let's maybe move the microphone nearer to my mouth. This save isn't really about Stoke. It's more about sort of seeing the new game, right? And I'm finding the new game to be quite infuriating. Just a couple of things. I'm going to have a little rant. If you want to skip ahead, these are like serious points though, but if you want to skip ahead a couple of minutes, go for it. So, couple of things. This is, I went in Discord over the weekend and we chatted about this whole transfer value thing. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. My own player, this is my own team, my own player, don't know what his value is. And surely this is just in between. Like, the figure for James Chester in FM21 would have been probably halfway in between 140 and 400k, right? So you can still kind of work out what it should have been. And the fact that they decided that they thought a good idea was to have light grey boxes that you can't change the colour of, and then add white font to it. For old people, for accessibility options. That's just fucking terrible. How do you not see that in testing? Also, fun fact, I thought I'd use one of the default tactics that uses a wide centre-back. Fun fact, there isn't any tactics that uses a wide centre-back in the default thing. That's shit. For idiots and new players and people that don't like doing tactics, show them how a wide centre-back works in a formation that you created. Surely some of these, many, many, many formations that you have, all these different formations, some of them could do with a wide centre-back, maybe. I've gone through them. Unless I've missed one, tell me. But all of these, 5 at the back or 3 at the back systems, have no wide centre-backs. So either you just... Nobody could be asked, or nobody thought about putting the new role into your tactics, and it was just forgotten about, or you thought it didn't need it, despite... That just makes no sense. You should use the roles. Otherwise, what are you creating a role for? It's like, hey, we created this brand new role that's really popular in modern football, and here's all these tactics you can use. None of them contain that thing that's really popular in modern football, so you could argue the tactics are irrelevant, but hey, they're still there if you need them. Stupid shit like that, not a fan of. Right, I have been, thank you for letting me know 2 things about this save. One, Harry Suter is a monster man. He's 6'6", he's a giant. I do like a big boy. And Josh Tyman, for some reason, was in the reserves. Don't know why, but I'm happy he's not. So, I want to see the game engine today, right? Because we're using... I actually might do a little special save. It might appear, because I kind of want to do a little Man United beta save after the... You know, I don't know if you know, at the weekend there was a small game of football. You know, Liverpool won and stuff, and I kind of wanted to see what I could do with Man United. What happens if you go, just a crazy thought, what happens if you manage Man United and you buy a ball-winning midfielder? Like, world class. Spend all the money you're spending, but I know it's a crazy thought. I know it might be, it's out there. I know, I understand that, but I might have to do a little beta save, just one season, and do that for the beta save. That's more about Man United, whereas this save is more about seeing the new system. So, I would like, because pressing is a big thing, we would like to see some highlights. We're going to play one game today. I want to see some highlights. So we're going to create a pressing. It has to be pressing because I want to see how the pressing system is going with... I don't really care about... if we go with like a... Well, I'll have a play and I'll come back with some sort of a semblance of a tactic. Right. Be experimental, this one. You could look at it. I think even Ole Gunnar Solskjaer might be able to spot maybe some gaps in this. Like, it on defend duty, wide centre-backs act more like centre-backs. So it shouldn't be too bad. But I'm wondering if we get the ball and they decide to go on a wander and stuff, and there's just either side of the centre-back, there's just going to be massive holes. Or will the defensive DM... Which would be really cool if this happened, is that anytime one of these guys decides we get the ball, he decides to move out to the wide, this guy drops in the holes. That would be great, but we'll find out. Okay, who are we actually playing today? Like, I hope it's not. Okay, Burton. Burton are League One standard. Okay, admittedly, we're probably also League One standard, but that's not a problem. We're going to go onto the game, and we're going to watch it in what's not key comprehensive highlights, and see some highlights, and actually see if the pressing system works, see the new animations, because we didn't get to see much of the game last time. And I haven't played it, Football Manager, all weekend, pretty much, because I've been holidaying many years into the future, because I enjoy looking into the future. Because I kind of want to see how well Newcastle do with all their money, and do they become a giant? Do they become the next Man City? Okay, right. I'll get through all this, and I'll come back to you. Nice little touch I had. Fletcher... I don't think this is... I always doubt myself, because I'm like, is this in a previous game? We had a good chat, because he was thinking about leaving on a free, I guess, at the end of the season, when his contract runs out. And we had a chat, and I could say, yeah, that's fine, or I could try and convince him, like, you know how that sort of, you convince a player to stay or something. But that was quite nice. Right, okay, so we don't care too much about the result. We're just going to... what's the auto pick like? I haven't... Give me some quick picks. See what you've done here. Okay. Correct. Okay. I would have played Tommy Smith as the wide centre-back. Personally, you know, it's not a bad game. Well done. Right. And then as our DM, we've got a Vrancic. Are you really a wing? Okay. He knows the position. He's rapid. Can't cross. Perfect winger. Perfect winger. What about Alfie? He's left-footed. Decent pace. Can cross. Looks a bit smug. So... And I've obviously got son of Rory, Liam Delap. Stoke legend. It's all come full circle. Has he got long throws? Oh, they should have given him double figures at least. It's in his DNA. And we got the big boy on the bench who is the only player to score a goal for us. Delap, what do you like? You're kind of out and out. I know you're a decent passer of the ball. Okay, well, no, I'll try you there, boy. Right, so what we want to see today is we want to see some wide... Actually, because this is kind of testing phase. Okay, so Smith is a supportive wide centre-back, so we can see how that gets on. So we want to see how just this system in general works. But more so, I want to see how our pressing... Because apparently it's been rebuilt. The pressing system from the ground up is a thing of splendour and beauty for all to enjoy. Not a fan of starting wheel not. Well, fuck off, Gary. Yeah? Got 2 R's in Gary, idiot. Right. We should be beating these comfortably. So. Pause. Dip. We want to see... Comprehensive. That's the next one, isn't it? No, extended. Extended. Comprehensive, like way too much. Right. Get to see some highlights at least, everybody. That'll be nice. I still haven't found... Okay, it's too slow. It's too slow. I still haven't found a way to remove on the scouting page the thick lines, because there's like a scout rating, like the big circle with a letter in it, A+ or whatever. Like, but it won't let me remove that column, and that seems to be the column that's making it thick. So I might have to just rebuild the whole fucking searches. Right, here we go. So, Smith is our supportive player. So this is fine. I'm liking the shape. As you can see, he's moved up a little bit further, but that's a nice little area. I think you can... Look, so this is fucking horrendous, right? So, that's one of our 3 centre-backs, bearing in mind. I feel like it could leave you open, and there's our other one who's sort of sitting with the other proper centre-back. Okay, Doherty. Is it just me, or is this tiny bit slower than last year? Am I going mad? Because I feel like this is a tiny bit, for my liking, a tiny bit too quick. Oh no, that's all right. Right, Smith into Vrancic. That's our DM and our centre-back playing on the right wing. Okay. It's a fluid system. Dockers. It's a ball. Yes! Liam Delap! In the air. Apparently we've turned on the style. Scoring against Burton. So much style. He's got a bruise, man up, fuck's sake. Oh my god, we're the best team! We're gonna fucking win the league! Okay, it's Burton. It's Burton. Yeah, keeper decided to come flying. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. That happens. It literally happened in the Premier League at the weekend. They're a League One side. Keepers had a flap at it. Common occurrence. I'm liking it. I'm being very critical of, like, what I'm seeing in the game. I will do a Newcastle save for, like, not a Newcastle because everybody's doing a Newcastle. I will do a Man United save as well during the beta because I really do want to do one season with Man United because in my head, Man United have a world-class team with no central midfielder. So I feel like you could win the league first season with Man United. Like, I feel like it's easily doable. And I'm going to prove it. You know, because love me some Man United. Right. Go on, Surridge. It's hard to tell because Burton are a terrible team. So they're not going to really penetrate our wide centre-backs. Right. Where's Ping's it? And also, if I have missed one of the tactics that does contain wide centre-backs, please do tell me. Let me know. But I feel like they just haven't added wide centre-backs to their own tactics. Which I think is actually, for most of you guys who just make your own tactics anyway, you know, from a fresh, not going to bother you. But I think there's a big chunk of these people that play this game that use default tactics. Or like me, what I'll do is I will, especially in a new game, load up some default tactics that I quite like the look of, and then tweak them to make them mine and go, okay, I like that bit, but I don't like that bit and stuff. So not having your new role in your own tactics is a bit of a boo-boo. Okay. Haven't seen much of the closing down because they haven't had much of the ball. But that'll be more interesting at a top level club. I say like Man United, but I caught myself. Like, you know, a Premier League club, it might be quite interesting. Right, Tommy Ince, legend. Weirdly also, I don't know if you know this, Stoke fans, Joe Allen was captain, and he has 8 leadership. We have like 10 better players in the squad that have way better leadership than Joe Allen. But I had to strip him of the captaincy to give it to the guy with 18 leadership, you know, because I'm crazy like that. I'm just a rebel. I just do things my own way. I would say the sort of dribbling, just the sort of flow state of the game, like as it's like knocking it about, feels nice. Feels a little bit more fluid. Oh, is that the guy with the broken, no, but bruise? Is he still banging on about his bruise? Jesus Christ, man. Big crowd here as well. Big crowd. Yeah, I'm going to need to see. Because with the back three, the DM is almost, when we've got the ball and we're pushing forward, the DM was like standing next to, almost holding hands with the central centre-back. You can push on a little bit, buddy. He's got this. Away! Shaughnessy. Ah, Rory. Not Rory. The other one. Surridge. Whip it. Whip it. Let's get a third. Nice. So, like, you guys that played this FM more than me, let me know. Is the wide, like an attacking wide centre-back, is that basically just not a defender a lot of the time? Because even my sportive one, he's going for wonders quite a lot. Okay, I know it's a bad team. But, okay. It'll be interesting when we play a team very similar to us. Because I think especially against a good team, I think this tactic would have so many just big holes in it. But right now, it's looking pretty solid. Like, that looks nice. Apart from this, look. This is the problem. These two guys having a chat. That DM needs to push, and maybe the DM needs to go on support. Which would not have been my default go-to. Because I feel like we need a defensive fullback, a defensive midfielder, because we've got 2 centre-backs that go walkabouts. All right. Mason Malt, he's the BTEC version. All right, go on, Incy. Well, he's going to be the next big thing, do you remember, Ince? Dug it out. Good header away, though. Sawyers is going to pick it up. There's space on this left-hand side. Can he turn his man? Oh, it's a little 1-2. Cheeky's won it back. Done well. Oh, that's ref. Oh, he's second yellow card. He's lost his head. Eminem's lost his head. And like you know, I'm complaining about the game. I always complain about the game. I'm critical of things that I love, right? It's fine. Doesn't mean I think it's a shit game or I'm not enjoying it. And to be fair, a lot of these issues will, especially the sort of smaller things, like not being able to change the colour of the transfer box thing, like that stuff will be fixed during this beta process, hopefully. It's just shitty when you think, how does that not get spot in the first place? I think that's the weird stuff. When you get a freak bug, or the data hub, for instance. The data hub's not really working at the moment because it's not showing a lot of the right data. But you know that's going to be fixed, and nice. You know that's going to be fixed, and I think it's a good system once it's all working and stuff like that. So I think it could be a very good game, but I'm going to withhold judgment. I'm going to do a couple more episodes of Stoke, right? Actually, I'm trying to think, because we're not really bothered about Stoke. We're just kind of trying things. Okay. Here's the plan. I'm trying to work out what I want to do. Here's the plan. The plan is we start a Man United save. It's going to be for like a season. We'll make sure to do an entire season. Try and win the league. Maybe buy a central midfielder. I know, I'm crazy like this. I'm just thinking outside the box. Buy a central midfielder that can win the ball back, maybe pass her out a bit. Okay? Upgrade McFred. Win the league. Act smug. Then realise you've won the league with Man United. You feel dirty and have to go shower and scrub your body for hours. But, like, do that and have a bit more fun with it. And then, obviously, the journeyman starts. So, with this Stoke save, like I said, I might do one more episode of the Stoke save just to look at another side of the game, or I might just play a couple of games myself with the Stoke team, and then the next episode will be a brand new save. Like I said, not because this is shit or Stoke is shit. It's just, okay, I've learned a couple of things. The transfer window, I didn't really get to experience because Stoke, you know, it's not like they can go and spooge a load of money up the wall. Yeah, so I'm just going to maybe play a couple more of this, but the next episode will probably be the start of the Man United one season wonder save, where I will try my damnedest to win the league with Man United by using my tactical nous and transfer knowledge, or just signing a boarding midfielder. To be honest, you could probably win the league with them without any signings. They're probably good enough if you were good enough at tactics. But we can play with some wide centre-backs there and stuff. Bit of Wan-Bissaka wide centre-back action. Yeah, go on then. Right. Also, another slight change to the schedule. I'm not making videos for Darkest Dungeon anymore. I'm streaming it on Wednesday and Thursday this week. If you don't know what Darkest Dungeon is, just come and watch it. It's beautiful art style. You'll love it. And I can name a guy after you or girl and they can die or get syphilis. What's not to love? Right, there we go, my friends. So, we've used this save. I'm going to play a couple more games because I still really don't know what the fuck is going on with this tactic. But I'm going to play a couple of games with the Stoke side and then load up Man United and show you what we've learned so far, okay? And show Ollie maybe how to manage a football team. Who knows? I think I've done a remarkable job of keeping a lid on it today because I do know a lot of Man United fans do watch my channel and I do enjoy a bit of banter. but it's like punching a baby at this point. So, yeah, I've been good-ish, right? There you go, my friends. Thank you very much for it. It's a bit all over the place, but it's beta. It's not really about the saves. It's about seeing the new game and stuff like that. And I'd like to spend some money as Man United, have like the transfer deadline day. People were saying it's quite fun, and that sort of thing. And also maybe, you know, take the piss a little bit out of Man United players. What's not to love? Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on Wednesday on the stream. I will also be streaming Football Manager when the full release comes out. That's just a sort of a little rigmarole. And on Twitter, I'm going to post a schedule because it's all getting very confusing for you because I'm terrible and indecisive. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Like. I'm so good at this. Subscribe. Notification bell. I'm good at this, YouTube.